Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Tales of the Shire. We're just warming our feet here by the fire before we go off on our adventures. It does seem like we are still in the tutorial phase of things, so, finding your feet. Finding Ask Noakes about the missing book of rules. So, there might be a little bit of cutting today, just between, walking everywhere. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. I would like both. Flowers and vegetables. But let's go with vegetables. Yeah, obviously we want a combination, right? We want the power and the choice and the freedom to do some vegetables and some flowers and some fountains and statues and stuff. Oh, very nice. Hello Falco, such a good meal and such fine company too. We'll have to do this again. See you soon, Orlo Proudfoot. Wonder, can we send messages? As I was saying, there might be a little bit of cutting and stitching together this episode because it is tutorial based. So all this walking that we're doing, a lot of talking and stuff like that. It is what it is, it has to be done. But if the video is 40 minutes long and 28 minutes of that is walking, then obviously we're gonna have to cut that down. And I feel like I just took a wrong turn. No, here's our friends. Do we go down here? This is actually really cool. That's lovely. You can see the fish here again. Very like Animal Crossing. Very pretty. Okay, here we are. Right, straight into fishing. Excellent. Okay, so we might actually get to do some... rather than just talking, we might actually get to do some stuff here. Man's an op. Man's gonna end up at the bottom of a lake, you know? Catch 3 fish, keep them or let them go, then come back and tell me about it. Okay, Farmer Cotton. Very good. You can now catch fish around Bywater using the fishing rod. Search for ripples on the water surface, equip your rod from the tool wheel and cast. The fish of Bywater can have preferred locations, seasons, weather and time of day. Keep an eye on your encyclopedia after each catch to increase your knowledge on Bywater's waterways. Cool. Okay, nothing too hectic. E to cast, so... Okay, so the longer you hold it, I can't control how far it goes. So I've just held down E this whole time and you can see, well maybe you can't because of the title there, but you can see up at the back of the screen, that's where my cast name is. So there is a little bit of aim into this, but I don't see a way of casting my cast, if you get what I'm saying. Cancelling my cast, I should say. So I can control the rod here, left and right. Space. Oh, I was expecting left mouse click. Fishing has two parts. Oppose the direction of the fish to slow it down. Reel the fish in without letting the fish rod line snap. Okay. So when my man is going crazy, we have to slow him down. I'm assuming the orange and yellow is line tension. Okay. Nothing too crazy. We'll release for now. Even worse. I doubt there's any monsters in this pond anyway, but another stone lush. Release it. Okay. So can we stash tool E? There we go. Very good. So let's quickly have a read. We got a Dawn Dace. Okay, so all seasons, rainy, Old Ruby's Pond, and at dawn. Dawn Dace, obviously. Stone Loach, all seasons dry, Old Ruby's Pond, and night. So, is that just their preferred time? Because we've caught both in the dry and both in the morning. Maybe it was just part of the tutorial. So, return to Old Nooks, and I'm assuming it's already done that for us with the birds. Here we go. This way, my friend. Hopefully we get one here. Yeah, there we go. I do like that they don't just appear, like you actually see them flying in. I really kind of like that. And they also fly off again. I only just noticed that there. I think it's across the bridge, right? Across the bridge and around. There we go, look, there's another one down there. That's so cool, man. Down we go. I love this bit of design, the little spiral staircase and under. I love that. And I hope he's here. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. My man has dementia. This fish here, this big kind of trout, has got a hook in its mouth that reminds me of, Is It the Fish by Elizabeth Bishop. She catches this massive fish and it has loads of hooks in its mouth from previous anglers. And it's like, she describes it as like war medals of like previous fights the fish has had, and he wears the hooks like as if they're decorations. That's what that reminds me of there. I can't wait to, like... Yeah, look, he's an old man. We'll leave him off. Cream. So these are miscellaneous items. I'm assuming that we can, like, buy these. You know, like, we can't go off killing cows to get beef, so we have to buy those at the market. Cool. Here's all our fish. Yeah, we saw this already. Apologies. And then, yeah, we've seen all this before. Okay. So we've done that. Now we need to go talk to Farmer Cotton, I believe. Where is my task list? M is map. Yeah. Tab. No. That is useful though. Is it just escape? Oh, it is. Apologies. Yeah, the settings are here. I thought escape was bringing us to this menu to quit and stuff like that. Right. Quests. Become a local. Finding your feet. Ask Farmer Cotton. Cool. That shouldn't be too hard to do. He's back at the market. And let's put our fishing rod away. Oh, was that a little... It was. Hazelnuts. Cool. And some mushrooms. What else have we got around here? Sparage. Not sure how to pronounce that. Let's not get distracted. Stay on target. My last chance to get some bream. Interesting. I've actually caught a bream before, I believe. I was fishing with my dad in Australia. We went to a kind of stocked pond. And I'm pretty sure it was a bream that we caught. No, this way. The birds. Down here, birdie. It's great as well that they land on the direction you're supposed to go. No, so rather than landing on the top of this post, being like, do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go down here? They land on this, and it's really just this way, you know. It's a really clever way of doing it. But I still have to find the man at the end of the day. There he is. Let's see what he has for sale. Bywater is home to many shops and stalls hosted by the local townsfolk. Each shop's stock refreshes daily, with some shops having new items each season. Be sure to check for new items when you can. Right, we've got seeds here. Excellent. That's what we need to get our farm going. Oh, very good. Nice. Okay, so we have different shapes and stuff as well. That's excellent. So we could do a curve into a rectangle and terminate it with a circle and stuff like that. That's really nice. I like that. Okay. 11, 8, 60 for beef. Wow. 76 for cheese. Cool. Alright. Back in here to talk to him. I would. Oh, of course, the watering can. Didn't even think about that. Cool. Some nice taters. I'm actually growing potatoes outside, and I think they're ready for harvest. While we're here, let's just see. I actually thought this was Arlo, but of course Arlo is the postman, right? So it couldn't have been. Yeah, how'd you know me, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a quick look. Yeah, I was expecting some decorations, to be honest. What else have we got? So we've got cotton, arm blower. I wonder, is this person installed? Maybe eventually. Sorry, chickens. Just while we're here, you know, find out what's going on. So this is young Tom Cotton, okay. This is the guy that prefers the cream and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Okay, so young Tom is essentially the butcher. The dairy as well. Chicken eggs, lovely. I hope we can get chickens. I think we can. So yeah, butcher and a dairy. Conies are cool. I've only ever had rabbit once in my life. In Tenerife. Okay, right. Escape for quests. There we go. Finding our feet, find Delphi, and let's actually plant our seeds because if you think in terms of sequence, we can be doing other things while our crops grow. But if we do all our quests and then plant the crops, we're just going to be waiting for the crops to grow, if you get what I'm saying. So that's another kind of principle in lean engineering that I've spoke about in other series. I think it's this way and up to the left. Is that do what you can do in parallel. So what can you do at the same time? So there's a video used to train people in lean engineering, and I've come the completely wrong way. I'm still on track though. Am I not? Sorry folks, I'm still kind of finding my... Use the birds is what you would say. Of course, I know. But here we are. There's a video used to train people in lean engineering, and it's making toast. So in the first version of the video, the guy gets all of his ingredients first and then puts the toast on. And then while the toast is cooking, he's just standing there, you know? I completely missed what that said, but I think it's in relation to storage. 3. Navigate to seed bag. Seeds need to be planted in garden beds, then watered each day as they grow. Plants in dry soil won't die, but will take longer before they're ready to harvest. Okay, that's good to know. Less pressure. Oh, look at this. We actually... That's very, very good. So, like, you could get that in the corner there like this. And as long as the circles... I'm assuming as long as the circles don't cross over, you get away with it. So let's try that. Let's do a little experiment. Arguably, you should do it like this, so that the crop has enough room to grow in all directions. But I'm curious. And I'm assuming the game wouldn't let us do it if it wasn't going to work. And... no more seeds of this type. Perfect. And then I'm assuming our water uncanny, so is it... 2. Camera mode. Alright, this is for moving stuff around. Apologies. I'm still figuring this out, guys. H. T for our tools. Look at that. I'm no beginner to farming sims, lads. Once your plant has grown, harvest it for ingredients to use in cooking, selling at shops and more. Very good. No, we don't want to water. We want to put this away. Righto. Now we can go and talk to Delphi. Return to Farmer Cotton with 3 vegetables. No, we don't want to do that. We want to find Delphi. So, just to refresh what I just said, because we got distracted there. The guy waits to do everything. He gets his plate, his cutlery, his butter, jam, all that, and then puts the toast on. And he's just standing there for like 2-3 minutes waiting for the toast to cook. So instead what you do is you put the toast on first, because once the toast is on, you can do nothing, right? So once the toast is on, then he gets his plate, his cutlery, his butter, his jam. And essentially his process time, if you want to call it that, the time it takes to make toast with jam and bread, and butter, apologies, is reduced by 2 to 3 minutes. And that's what we're doing here, is that we've put on our toast, so we've planted our crops, because they need time to grow. And while they're growing, we're going to go and do everything else, rather than the other way around. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm sure it's I'm sure it does, and I'm over-explaining, but yeah. Let's see what Delphi has to say. You must be our new neighbour. Brandy buck, very good. Yeah, will you be my wife? This is like plants everywhere. Reminds me of Orla. Stunning. Have you seen an old book? Actually, let's trade. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Very good. I hope there's bees and honey. But jam, knowing that there's jam in this game is very interesting. I hope we can make our own jam. I do. Have you seen an old book? Oh, very good. That's great to know. Oliphant. Cool. Okay. So let's see. A healer. Okay, so she's a healer. Oh, look, she's got a prosthetic leg as well. Much less successful. She's warm, friendly, and welcoming to all. No bywater hobbit knows more about the forest bounties than Delphi. Okay, very nice. Find and ask Willow about the missing book. Oh, no, this one. Follow the yellow butterflies and collect a seasoning. Well, why not? The yellow butterfly. We spend a day and a half. Oh, is this it? Am I being foolish? I thought I saw a yellow butterfly there. See the little butterflies here? They're blue. Okay, this looks promising. And then they dissipate. Very good. And I think, yes, it is. I had a sneaky suspicion. We can't interact with them, at least not yet. But I really hope there is beekeeping in this game. It would make sense to me if there was. More chanterelles, is it? Yep. Yeah. No, while we're here, I didn't think it would be that quick. Let's just see here. I thought we had, I thought we'd completed it. Follow the other butterflies and collect the seasonings. So I guess we collected mushrooms, not seasonings. Why are we all hating on my man Arlo? That looks like a big mushroom. That's because it is. Pepperwort. I think in episode 1 I mentioned this tree and it's like, oh, that's an interesting area. You know, it's more forested clearly. Someone interesting must live here, and obviously that's where we are now, is Delphi Street. So that's cool that we got to figure that out very early on. It's not like the map area is closed off to us, you know. So, right, let's find Willow. If we pass Farmer Cotton on the way, then happy days. If not, you know. I love the duckies. They're very pretty. I feel like I've gone the wrong way. The hill? Yep. Apologies for this. We obviously just caught it at a bad angle. Yeah, we will, mate. Have some faith. Don't tell me it's in my gaff. Where's the neighborhood group chat, you know? You just text in 60 people in a group chat. You just text in, where's this book, mate? I need this book back. Ask Lily about the missing book. So let's have a quick look and see where Lily is. Because we could get 2 birds with 1 stone here. Okay, so she does actually pass Farmer Cotton, so why not? We'll do Farmer Cotton first and then continue on our way, since they're in the same direction. Again, no performance issues. The review that I read and then subsequently watched on YouTube, crashing issues, frame rate issues, I'm not seeing any of that so far. So, like, touch wood, again, hopefully it stays this way. But I really don't have any complaints yet, you know. I think perhaps they judged this too quickly and too harshly too quickly, you know. I don't know what people's expectations were, but they seem to be very high, and, you know, inevitably, if your expectations are high, you might be let down. The famous Green Dragon Tavern. A dragon could do with a lick of paint. To be fair, I think it's okay. Golden Glory. Mr. Gamgee, very good. Why are you winding me up, man? Why are you so cryptic? Shovel unlocked. You can now remove plants from garden beds with the shovel. If you're not happy with a planted seed or you simply want to change, use the shovel to permanently remove them. So does that mean that the potatoes we planted are, like, they keep occurring, they're reoccurring? Like, do we plant them once and we keep getting potatoes? Surely not. You want to make room in backpack, or do I get a brown tater delivered to you? Please deliver it, please. I would appreciate getting brown tater delivered. Yeah. Oh, all good. Okay, onwards. think we wrap around here. My birds. We'll try this one. Or rather, she's in here. Do you know what it is? It's probably the time of day. She's probably moved on us. So, if I've got this right... Yep. Couldn't agree more. I'll cook 2 meals and then write them an invitation at my writing desk. Okay, so this is obviously going to teach us how to do the whole cooking thing. Please get oil, drop by. I really like this mechanic. There's nothing more annoying when it's like, oh, your backpack's full, like, please come back later. Well, she's my favourite. Okay, so I think it's time, it's evening time. I think we ought to return home, sort out our inventory, and then in the next episode we'll get cracking on these 2 meals. A little bit of frame issue there. I could have just walked home with Orlo, to be honest. Tons of mail. Jeez, we've tons of stuff. Get a bigger pack is right. Which does seem to be a thing. So can I... 12 days left in the season. I actually don't know how to store things. I think we have to go in this way, don't we? Yeah. The pantry, surely, is where we sort this kind of stuff. There we go. Right, milk, cream, beef, cheese, for sure. Yep, transfer all. Am I... Oh. Ah, inventory is nice and empty. We'll head out back inside, sort our mail, just because tomorrow when we log in, we'll have more mail. So let's stay on top of that. Get all our stuff. Oh. I think you might have left some things I tried to give you. Not to worry, I couldn't leave you empty-handed now. So can I... Oh yeah, redeem. More stuff. A new fish, excellent. I'm very eager to like find all the herbs and ingredients and stuff. What else have we got? Oh, a new flower bed, it looks like. Excellent. I love their signatures as well. See, this is like the herbalist, you know. Whereas we have the tool worker, the farmer, and then, you know, the cook. And yeah, Orlo's like a compass for navigation. So that's really cool, you know. I think that's everything. We have a new recipe. Excellent. I'm assuming that's the one we're going to have to make, right? So, a little bit of maintenance. What is this? A tench. Very good. I wish there was a max button. There probably is, to be fair. I'm just not seeing it. Transfer. And a brown onion. Okay, there you go. Right. I'm sure in the next episode we will... Actually, let's just quickly check. Cook 3 meals. Prepare 2 meals for Nora and Fosco. So we may as well cook the 3, right? We haven't met Nora and Fosco as far as I'm aware. Fosco, no we have. So there's Nora. Nora, sorry. We don't know what she likes. Yeah, we don't know what either of them like. Maybe we can see that somewhere else. But yeah, in the next episode we will cook them a meal. Invite them over. Hopefully soon we can do some tidying up. Because the house is in need of some spring cleaning. But yeah, until then guys, thanks very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's a little bit slow, but we are still in the tutorial period. I think in the next few episodes, once we find our feet, as the quest says, we'll have a lot more autonomy to do what we want, collect herbs, catch fish, all that kind of stuff. And I'll be able to cut a lot of that footage as well to speed up the video and the rate of progress. But yeah, we are where we are now, so you know, we'll enjoy the time that we have in the present. It's becoming nighttime, thank you. I think that's a cue to finish up, guys, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks very much for listening. In the meantime, look after your fellow person. Treat the world with kindness. And yeah, I'm hoping you come back for the next episode. I'll see you then.